Hello, our topic for today is all about understanding recycling. This is lesson 1 of your module on TLEA. With its performance standards, recycled articles are identified based on recyclable materials. Well, our objectives are as follows. Number 1, define recycling and identify different recyclable materials. Number 2, determine types of recycling and enumerate advantages of recycling. Then number 3, appreciate the recyclable output. Well, by definition, recycling is a process of transforming an item which already served its original purpose, but it's still durable into something that can still be used for another purpose. Example, paper to paper bags. And what do you need to know about recycling basics? Well, garbage disposal is one of the biggest problems we Filipinos face today. There are so many things we waste, throw away, burn, or just take for granted, and yet the sophisticated first world technology for waste processing is not yet within our reach. Well, recycling, which is the process of transforming an item which has already serves its original purpose, but it's still durable into something that can still be used for another purpose, away the scraps we have at home and waste them totally. We can be more imaginative, creative, and resourceful person by seeing potential in waste materials. There is a truth in saying that there is cash in trash. Have you seen the billboard in SM? All we need is a little entrepreneurship skill and a lot of concern for environment. There are so many materials that are locally available in our community, which you can recycle into useful and artistic articles for personal use and home use. Now, considering the importance of recycling, it is divided into types. There are 2 types of recycling. First, you have internal recycling. It involves the use of materials that are waste products of a manufacturing process. An example of this is the processing of spent grain mash, a waste product of distillation, into cattle feeds. Number 2 is external recycling. It is the reclaiming of materials from a product that has been worn out due to constant use. A good example of this is the conversion of old newspapers and magazines into other products. Then how important is recycling in the environment? Well, there are different advantages of recycling. Number 1, you have decreased pollution and ease the garbage pollution. Number 2, conserve resources. Number 3, enhance creativity and resourcefulness. Number 4, potential in making a profitable business. Number 5, makes people environmentally aware. Number 6, promotes scientific advancements in recyclable and biodegradable materials. Number 7, makes governments and businesses choose programs and apply policies in consideration of preserving and respecting the environment. Example, the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000, a program of the government, or the Republic Act 9003. But what this Republic Act 9003 all about? It is a plan that promotes a system of optimum utilization of waste through the practices of reusing, reduction, and recycling of waste. Well, according to RA 9003, solid waste refers to all discarded household waste, commercial waste, non-hazardous institutional and industrial waste, street sweepings, construction debris, agricultural waste, and other non-hazardous or non-toxic solid waste. Well, there are a lot of waste materials that can be recycled in cities as well as in many rural areas. Paper is one of the most abundant and available waste materials. It comes in many forms, like old newspapers and magazines, boxes, wrapping paper, office waste, old telephone directories, and the like. Plastic containers would come in second and tin on third. Used clothing is also abundant. Example, your ukay-ukay. Also considered recyclable are glass bottles. Manufacturing wastes like yarns and fabric scraps are also highly usable materials. Well, there are lists for this wherein you can identify the material and the articles. Example, paper for paper woven basket, paper mache articles, paper beads, paper sculpture, boxes for gifts, wrapping, album covers, and paper bags. For the plastic container, you can have planters, plant tags, plastic sculptures, and organizers. You can use also glass bottles for decanter, storage items, terrariums, cut bottles, bent bottles, and glass tiles. For fabric scraps, you can have quilting and patchwork projects, rugs, doilies, runner-ups, hand-stitched, circles of fabric, stuffed toys, hair accessories, and fabric flowers and collages. For yarn wastes, rugs, tapestries, embroidery, yarn dolls, crochet or knitted articles, and string art. You can have tin cans for canisters, storage bins, plasters, baking tins, candle holders, kerosene lamps, metal art, and water catchers. Well, the mentioned material and articles are very useful, and thus, before doing your activity, let's watch this video sample for a better understanding on recycling materials. Take a look. Now, I hope you can imagine what you're going to do in your activity. Well, you need to recycle either papers, tin cans, or plastic bottles as your output. Then answer your assessment at the end of this video. For more questions, drop your message and comments in the inbox. Have a great day!